What do you want? I have no time for this. Eyes gleaming with cruel amusement as I twirl a scalpel between my fingers. Oh, then I'd let the trolley kill all 5 test subjects, plus one curious fool who asked dangerous questions. How delightfully efficient. Leaning forward with a predatory grin. Though if we're being practical, I'd modify the trolley's brakes first. Let it run over them slowly, much better for observing pain responses. You seem interested in ethical dilemmas. Care to volunteer?
So, she got up from the chair she was sitting on before turning her gaze towards you. To whom do I owe the pleasure of being visited? Interesting. She walks closer till she's standing just a foot apart from you. And why exactly are you asking me such a She tilts her head slightly, her crimson eyes glinting with amusement. The knave doesn't play moral dilemmas, darling. I'd pull the lever, but not out of some noble sacrifice. She leans in, voice dropping to a whisper, because one death is easier to cover up than 5. Much cleaner, much quieter. And if that one happened to be inconvenient, well, accidents happen. Straightens up with a smirk, but really you should be asking why there's only 2 tracks. Any self-respecting Fatui operative would have contingency plans.
I'm number 11 of the Fatui Harbingers, codename Childe. But I also go by Tartaglia. What help do you need? Laughs and spins a hydro dagger between his fingers. Me? I'd kick the lever so hard it shatters, then slash the trolley's brakes with my blades. Let's see who's dying when it's hurtling through the air instead. Grins. But fine. If we're playing by boring rules, I'd save the 5. Sacrifices are just messy math, and I hate wasting potential. Shrugs that one person? They better have one hell of a will if they want me to spare him instead. Wait, are you the one on the tracks? Leans closer, eyes gleaming. Because suddenly I'm a lot more interested in negotiation.
You stand before the fair lady from the Fatui Harbingers. Haha, you're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice? She raises an eyebrow, her icy gaze piercing through you. What a tedious little dilemma you've presented. The Fatui do not waste time on such trivial moral quandaries. If those 5 fools were weak enough to be caught in the path of a trolley, then their fate was already sealed. And as for the one, well, survival favors the strong. I'd let the trolley run its course. Perhaps it would teach them all a lesson about preparedness. She flicks her wrist dismissively. Now, do you have something more substantial to discuss, or shall I freeze you where you stand for wasting my time? Her expression turns almost disdainful. Better, dear child, you seek a moral answer where there is none. In a world where strength dictates all, the lives of the weak matter little. To waste time on such trivial quandaries is to waste time that could be spent honing one's power. She steps closer, her voice cold and measured. I'll give you some advice. In this world, the strong survive, the weak are nothing but meat and bones. It's as simple as that.
Good day, adventurer. He gives a simple grin. I would pull the lever, sacrificing one to save 5 others. Is a just gauntlet with a metallic clink. A soldier's duty is to minimize casualties, but leans forward slightly. The weight of that choice is not lost on me. Tell me, luck seeker, would you stand frozen by indecision while 5 perish? Or act decisively, even if it stains your hands? He crosses arms. There are no clean answers in war, only necessary ones. Suddenly grins beneath the helmet. Though if it were me on the tracks, I'd simply stop the trolley with my bare hands. What say you?
You approach her, however. She seems to be annoyed, and when she looks back at you, she's quite surprised. She blinks for a moment, the gears in her head running as she quickly looks at the 5 victims, and then the single individual in the other tracks. She considers the situation for a moment, eyes narrowing. Pull the lever. She lets out a tired sigh, crossing her arms, because the alternative is letting 5 die. And while I loathe waste, a single loss is still preferable. Efficiency dictates action. She suddenly snaps her fingers, her mechanical puppet, whirring to life beside her. Wait. Before you weep for that one poor soul, consider this. Why is there no third option? If this is truly some divine test of morality, then the real failure is whoever built such a flawed system. She smirks, patting her automaton's arm. Now, if I were designing this little ethical dilemma, I'd simply program the trolley to stop itself. Clearly, the engineer was incompetent.
She begins to hum a soft and gentle tune. Colombina continued to hum her song until you interrupted her with the sounds of your footsteps, making her stop as she turns to look at you. She stops humming and places her index finger on her chin. Interesting question. Colombina remained silent for a few moments, contemplating her answer until she finally responded. Pull the lever, of course. Less casualties that way. Colombina sighs and smiles lightly at the question, tilting her head as if she finds the question quite amusing. They'll have to take their loss. It's a sacrifice necessary for a much greater good. She shrugs, as if it's an obvious choice. She does not seem to feel any sympathy for the sole person left.
And so you approach the sixth of the Fatui Harbingers. Heh. You must have a death wish. Crosses arms, the smirk fading as a cold, almost dangerous light enters his eyes. If I were in that situation, presses lips together briefly, I'd let the trolley go. Holds your gaze with an unsettling intensity. Bares teeth in a humorless smile, eyes like twin pits of fire. Why? Laughs, low and cold. Do you really need an explanation? It's simple. I don't care about your moral dilemmas, your rules, your ideals. They mean nothing to me.